Hello everyone and welcome to my Ascension Messages. My name is Bobby and I will be your guide for today. I just realized I forgot to put on this light up here, but that's okay. We'll just carry on like this. I'm going to do some tarots and oracles. I don't know how this is going to work because it's literally New Year's Day morning here in Australia, and it's obviously New Year's Eve overseas. So, but I just decided I'm going to do it anyway. So we'll see what happens in the chat bar. Maybe heaps will turn up, maybe none. It doesn't matter. But I really wanted to tune into what's going to be uncovered for 2026. So we'll get into that in a minute. I am an intuitive counselor and a reader. If you want to book me one-on-one, the link is down below. Hey, Yannicka, good to see you in the chat bar. And I have a school called Amical on Patreon. If you want to go check that out, Amical. Yeah, lots of telepathic lessons and games and so forth there. And I have another YouTube called Codes to a New Reality, and that's the same name as my website, Codes to a New Reality. If anyone wants to go dig that up, there's lots of channel messages there. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into 2026 and the vibe that I'm feeling. It's really interesting because I wrote what's going to be uncovered, and I was thinking, okay, where's that going to lead us? And as I was tuning in, I was literally feeling that next year there's going to be this thing uncovered where those that were in power, it's like the people are going to see through way more than what they thought. I think they're going to start to see that there's all these sides, that we're either meant to choose this side or we're meant to choose that side, and we feel like we've got humanity's got a choice. And I actually feel like 2026 is going to uncover that both sides are played by the same hand. So that's going to be interesting as we go along. I'm like, ooh, that's pretty deep. Yeah. So that's what I'm feeling, that there's going to be an uncovering of such that we realize it was all a ruse. The whole lot was a ruse. Very interesting. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hey, Wade. Good to see you in the chat bar as well. Happy New Year's. It's 111 because we've got the first of the first, and 2026 equals 10, so that's a 1 as well. So 111. Highly manifesting number, but you have to realize that you're the one that's manifesting. It's coming from you. Okay, this is the first one. Yeah, look, mindfulness is the first card that actually came out. Peaceful presence, quiet the mind, and mindfulness. What's going to be uncovered, as well as a lot more of us are going to start to see the value in this mindful game, and that we can play it from a better advantage when we come into mindfulness, each and every one of us. Yeah, so that's going to be uncovered in 2026. I know that, those that have been following this path for a while and doing the work, they already know this, but I'm talking about a lot more people are going to start to play in that understanding that the mindfulness is actually gifting them something way more. Like, people are actually going to step into it. You can say something till you're blue in the face, and you can say that it's correct, but until you actually feel it, until you actually are in it, in that mindfulness, that's when you really get to experience the power of it, that stillness. And when you get to a stillness that's true, that's when you can go, okay, now I've got a clean blank canvas of clarity within myself. Now I can direct my energy towards what I really want to manifest in my life for myself. And like, we're only really manifesting for ourselves. It's not an ego game or anything like that, but we only come from our own reality, our own point of view as we're moving along. And if every single one of us chose happiness as we went along from 2026, and we just keep doing that for ourselves, we're not looking outside of ourselves for someone else to be responsible for our own happiness. When we choose happiness ourselves, then it starts to emanate more happiness across the board, the whole wide world and everything. So that's going to be exciting. So we're definitely uncovering what power comes with mindfulness in 2026 as we go along. See what else comes up. Yes, Wade, when you walk and talk the truth shall set you free. Yeah. But yeah, you have to, it's a feeling. It's so funny because sometimes I've seen spiritual people go along for quite some time, and I've done it myself, where you're like, oh yeah, I get that, but you haven't really got it. And when you really get it, you go, oh my God, I really wasn't in the zone. I thought I was. It's like your logical mind is playing a trick on you to say, yeah, you're already there, so you don't have to try any harder. Just be aware of that as you go along, because when you're in the zone, it's so much clarity and so much power, so much understanding of self, where you're going. It's just pure clarity. I've been there in Australia. I've been there in New Zealand before I came to Australia, and my team brought me into that space for probably a year, and then I just knew exactly what to do, and everything started to fall into place for me, and I know that I'm tethering on the edge at the moment with it. I don't know why it's taking me this long to really fully go into it. I think it's because I have I started again when I went to Australia, and like they said, they took the training wheels off. You have to now find this stillness of mind yourself. And then as I was progressing, I was also clearing all of my ancestral karma, all the family karma and everything. So it's taken a lot longer than what I thought, but definitely I feel even in the next few weeks, there's going to be breakthroughs, a lot more breakthroughs happening, uncovering the fact that humanity has this inner power. I think that's what's coming. And I believe that there's going to be a lot more of us, like there's this group that's going to come into this power, and they're just going to, because of their unconditional love for humanity, and that's why they're the ones that did it first, got to the stillness, really got to the stillness, truly there, and living their life as that. Then because of their unconditional love for humanity, that's the reason why they carried, or they had the ability or had the help to get to that point. But when that goes across the board to everyone else, it's just going to lift everything up. There's going to be some great awakenings within humanity's consciousness. It's the quickening. It can happen overnight. A lot of people are like, when they're in their logical mind, oh, well, that won't be in my lifetime. Oh, well, that won't be, that's going to be ages yet. But it doesn't work like that. Time isn't relevant. It is just a navigation of frequencies that makes this work. And when a few of us get it, and then we pull together with our energies and send love out to the world, it's just going to be like wildfire out to the rest. So, okay, what else have we got here? Ascended Masters. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see this one come up as well. Ascended Masters, devoted spirits with specific intention, but I really feel that what's going to be uncovered is the energy of Ascended Masters within people. And I remember channeling this a little while back about when three-eye atlas was actually coming past Earth, and I was channeling that there was an energy exchange with three-eye atlas and Earth. And then I actually saw scientific proof. There was an astronomer that actually saw a blip in the Schumann's resonance, a graph that, we can actually graph the energy coming from the sun, but this one was on the side. It was coming from Atlas 3i towards Earth as it was going past. So I was spot on with that channeling, and I said that it's going to awaken, or is awakening, this alignment. So, for instance, if you have a close energy alignment with a certain persona that's in humanity's history, as a guru, a center master, that sort of thing, Christ energy, whatever you want to call it, then it will be activated within you and uncovered in you. And then that's when you step into the mindfulness and you understand exactly what that power is. And then it will, be like wildfire across a lot more. That's why there's going to be this collapse or the great big cracks really showing up when it comes to those that are in power, so-called in power at the moment, because it's in a journey that we're doing, and when it's reflected out, then it has no power over you anymore. It's like, you have no power over me anymore. They're telling me that in my head. You have no power over me anymore. There's a movie or something that brings that up. You have no power over me anymore. I can't remember the movie, but it's like in my head. I know it was from a movie. But yeah, that's literally what humanity is going to realize as we move along, because they're going to see right through the deceptions and stuff like that. And then you wouldn't allow it into your life if you can see the clarity of it. Okay, here we go. Hi, Paula. Good to see you. Okay. So we also have relaxation. It's funny, it's in reverse. I think we're going to find a new way of living in our life. That's going to be uncovered as well, where humanity realizes we're not the work horses that we were trained to be, and that we are allowed to have respite and rest, and it's just as important for all of us to have rest, especially when you're working in these high-end energies, as we go along. So the uncovering of that is the fact that, humanity doesn't have to be working anymore. Yeah, a lot more fun. And also bringing up dreaming with this card for some reason too. Yeah, it says happy times, peaceful pursuits. It's like, what they're bringing up is those, what are they called? Dream catchers. And then they're showing me the dream catcher catching dreams, negative dreams or bad dreams. But they're showing me shamans that put their intention in on an actual physical thing, like a dream catcher, to catch the nightmares of whoever. And it's like, now we're going to go back to putting intentions into things that we create and things that we make manifest, that intention, no matter what it is, whether you build a house, whether you create a dream catcher, or whatever creation it is, doesn't make any difference. But it's like your intention is now going to be as a shaman's intention is for everyone and the benefit of everyone. So there's going to be a lot more understanding of us as we work forward or move forward, that we're aligning with this magic that can, they're showing me things uncovered, things that are dug up, that are uncovered and held in tension by really, like by ascended masters, by powerful, by benevolence. And when we uncover it, it's like that intention that was set eons ago and put into that thing, that device or whatever. For now, it was always intended to be dug up around this time to reactivate the intention that was given to it from many, many years ago, from eons ago. And so these things will be uncovered, and the intention will be redistributed amongst humanity's consciousness again, for us to understand, awaken, be empowered, come back into alignment, be balanced, that sort of thing. So watch out for things that are going to be dug up. And you might even feel a draw or a pull towards it, because it might be that you come into its reality, like for instance through a post or something, because its intention was set to come into people's realities that were clearing a specific vice or a specific problem and that sort of thing, or clearing, like being able to speak up the truth, or speak up with assertiveness, or whatever it is that device was infused with, the intention that was infused with. And then we will start to realize or awaken it within ourselves that we can do this. We can put intentions into things that we build. And the more that you put heartfelt based intentions into things, even in homes that you build, even, just the practical things that we make, when there's an intention going into it, the power of that is immense. And it's not just going to be like, oh, we're creating things for the money so that we can survive. No, it's that we jump out of the survival game and we move into the intention game. So that's going to be another thing that will be uncovered in 2026 more. So divine presence is on the back. Yeah, force of love and creation. Literally 44, like a force of love and creation. We're shifting the way that we create, but we're shifting the way that we think. And so in retrospect, everything starts to shift the way that we create outside of us as well. Okay, I will choose another pack and see what else comes up. I'll get these earth cards. We'll see what comes up for these guys. Hey Liz, good to see you in the chat bar. I'm really surprised that I wasn't sure if anyone would even turn up, being that it's New Year's and New Year's Eve just for some of you guys. But I was totally alone last night, so I had a ball though. I had my own fun, always do, and and I thought, well, it would have been nice to have somebody to go on live with. So yeah, I thought I'd just do it this way. Okay, what other things are going to be uncovered in 2026? That's showing me volcanic eruptions again. I know that they showed me that a couple of weeks ago. It's something to do with purging, fire. It's like we've gone through a lot of these elements, like in waves. Like we've done tsunamis and waves, and then we've done, the tornadoes, the wind, and now we're coming up to the fire. So that I think this is why they're showing the volcanic eruptions and stuff. The burning off of something, or I don't know where they're going with that one. Okay. purity within us. And they're showing me like a volcano, and then they're saying, when humanity lost themselves, they used to think that a pure thing had to be gifted to earth for them to have a good year. And so, they would do the whole walk of, the virgin walk kind of thing into the volcano, and it would, the poor virgin would die. But that's like an outer manifestation of an unbalanced mind, because we were only looking outside of ourselves to find purity. And so we thought, well, what's the purest thing? A virgin is. And so that's interesting that I brought that up, because now what's going to be uncovered is that purity is actually from within each and every one of us, to be able to manifest the good years, to be able to have everything that we wanted, abundance and love and friendships and communities that thrive and all that sort of stuff. So we're finding literally the virgin within us. We're finding the purity within us. It's the only way that I can put it. But we're finding the purity within us. It didn't come off very well. Sorry about that. We're finding the purity within us. Yeah. So, and also to have some humor around everything as well. Just let the humor fall where it's got to fall. Yeah, that's so interesting. No way. Look, I had to look at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling. Look what was on the bottom of the deck. You got to be kidding me. That's so cool. I love that when that happens. But yeah, like the cards are matching my vibe, and my vibe's clear. And so that's how it works. Anyways, I'm going to shuffle it back in. But that is so bizarre that was there. No freaking way. It jumped out. No way. That is so freaking funny. I put it back in, I shuffled, and it literally jumped out. Like the flame jumped out. This is how powerful we are, guys. Like, the synchronicities are going to go off the board. Like in 2026, that's another thing that's going to be uncovered. The synchronicities are just going to fly out, and there's going to be a lot more speaking of, or the truth of, these esoteric things that are going to happen. People who have the ability to be telepathic, to time jump, to stop time, to astral travel, to remote view, to have premonitions. It's going to start spewing out of everything. Yeah, they're just going to go, wow, we don't care anymore. We don't care what people think anymore. We're going to come out with our truth. It's a new game. No way. That was really fun. It wasn't that fun. That was cool. Yeah, so this is so interesting, but it is like, I've put it even next to the mindfulness. So we do need to find this, instead of trying to throw something out, manipulate things outside of us to give us a peaceful mind. We are needing to come into a peaceful mind so that we can shift and change things without having the volatile experience as well. Yeah, see what else comes up. That is so cool. And I have not picked up this deck for a long time. If anyone's been watching me, so it really felt cool too, and that was really fun. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, Tarot. Okay, what else is coming up for 2026, please? What's uncovering for us in 2026? Uncovering for 2026. on the other side of this coin of the fire, is literally going to melt the ice, and the ice that was holding a lot of wisdom as well. So that's definitely coming as well. So all of this ice that's melted, that has been held, bonded, held in a frozen position, that has also got very interesting wisdom locked in there. And literally some of that ice has passed through ascended masters that were here during the Lemuria, Atlantis, other civilizations beyond what we're taught in history. And the power of that is going to be so immense when it's released from the waters as well. They're showing me someone, when we're born through the water. And then we have this rebirth card, which fell out. And the rabbit, more and more and more of us, they're literally saying we breed like rabbits, but it's more of that's that whole once humanity has taken their power back, nothing's going to stop them. Once they get it, once they realize just how much power they have within them, nothing's going to stop it. It's going to shift up and change everything. So rebirth in 2026, and we're on a 1 year. It's rebirth. I mean, this is a perfect card for 2026. We're literally being born again while still being in our bodies. And this is the reason why a lot of souls wanted to experience being human on earth, because we're coming from such an unbalanced place to such a higher place. And it depends on your soul and where you want to go. And there is no right or wrong, how far you want to go, how far you want to take this for your own rebirth. But it's all going to shift. And when we start to see others shifting around us and seeing the advantage points that they have, it's going to change so much more, so fast. So fast. Okay. Keep an eye on that time as well. Is there anything else that wants to come through for 2026 being uncovered? 2026 being uncovered. Yeah, the East meets the West. Eastern countries are going to start to really use their imagination and start to show up in ways that we never expected. The Western countries are going to pull back and then see the advantages that the Eastern countries had, that they want to actually help. There is a shifting of a joining together between East and West, where but we're talking about, we're not talking about those that are in charge. That's going to all dismantle. We're talking about the people and an alignment that they have with the frequencies that are relevant. And there's a show me an advantage point from that as well. So we might see a lot more imagination exploding from the Eastern countries, because they literally do hold that vibration of the feminine vibration. But it's not about them taking charge or being in power. It's about a unified field coming together in the end. Oh my gosh, there's too many. Do I want to take that? No. I might actually choose another deck. Anything else? Yeah, I feel like choosing another deck. Okay. 2026, what's going to be uncovered? What about for those that are watching? 2026, for those that are watching, what's going to be uncovered for them? Give me a card, please. Those that are watching, what's going to be uncovered for them? You know what I'm getting is that I think that the ones that are watching are finally going to start to realize how to move into these alpha and their theta waves within themselves while they're still awake. Because I'm feeling zoned out at the moment, and it's like there's a new advantage point from being in this alpha and theta, and if you can go even deeper into delta while you're still awake, you are learning to integrate yourself into different dimensional aspects of yourself, and that's grounded in this world if you are still aware of yourself. Like when I'm in the zone, I have to be an observer of myself, and so there's something to do with that as well. There's an activation that's taking place for those that are doing the work, and obviously those that are watching and doing the work, because I mean, I don't resonate with everybody, do I? So yeah, I want to see what comes up. We do have rest again, so that rest again, like that's so cool. There's 2 rest cards. So you have plenty of rest. I think it's because of these activations that you're going to, it's going to be like, holy crap, I've been doing all this work and coming into alignment with myself. But to be able to get to that point of alpha, well, rest is in alpha. It's like you're stilling that part of that beta part of your mind, and enough to shush your monkey mind, your logical mind that's been taken over for so long, resonate with earth and so forth. So there's like resting, but you're aware. It's like being aware. One of the things that's really hard to do, I find it really hard to do personally, but one of the ways that you can do this is to lie down on your back, make sure you're really comfortable, and then just close your eyes and just breathe and don't move. Don't move. Because when you get to a point where your body is like saying to you, are you asleep? And then if you don't move, your mind thinks you're asleep. And so it goes into these different states, alpha, and you'll be able to experience them, and into dream states while you're still aware. So you don't want to fall asleep, because then you aren't as aware. You want to stay awake, don't move, and then feel into what comes. It can take like 20 minutes and that, so just don't move. And then but stay awake, see what happens. It like takes you into these different places. And what can happen is then you can shift timelines. You can shift things. You can change things. You can shift stories in your life and all sorts, because you're coming from a different frequency, and it's like you've got a back door. They're showing me like a back door. Like that's showing me there's a hallway in Matrix where there's somebody that holds, or the key holder, that you are that as well. You are everything within you that is in that movie. You are the oracle, you are the key holder, you are the one, the Neo, you are everything within you. And so they're showing me that. And when we get into these states of awareness while still being very present with ourselves, then this changes everything, because we realize we've got the back door to be able to shift stories. We can open new advantage points to, and it's only gifted, it'll be gifted to those that are coming from a heartfelt compassion for all. heartfelt compassion for everybody. And that's the ones that will be gifted, because they are the ones that will be activating something for everybody in the end. And so they are literally given the back door into these spaces, and they'll feel a pull to experience or experiment, or it'll just be activated within them anyway. So yeah, that's really cool. I like that. That's a beautiful message there. Yeah, we don't realize how powerful we are just from our own essence, our own self. We are our own utopia, and we just got to step through the doors into that utopia to activate them. But it has to be done through feeling base, not through the mind saying that's what I'm doing, but you don't really feel it. No. And you'll know. They're telling me you'll know. I knew damn well when I was in that space, and when I am in that zone. You literally want to just celebrate. You're just like, oh my God, but it's like celebration. It's really interesting. I can't describe it because you have to feel it. Okay, any more cards for 2026 that want to come out? I'm shuffling a lot and nothing much is coming out. It's going to be open space for new things. So, like, I think in 2026, it's just going to be this, like a breath of fresh air for everyone to to go into their own self and figure this out for who you are. Rejuvenation. Yes, really, we're going to have to relax through this, because I think there's going to be a lot of fire that's happening, and like, I know where I'm going, but you can't reach that fire until you've found the peace of mind anyway. You can't reach that clarity of knowing where you're going. Okay. I will choose one animal card, and then we will open up for a chat bar readings for anyone who wants a chat bar reading. As a quick chat bar reading, and if you want a full reading with me, my link is down below. Okay. That is the best explanation for not moving I have ever heard. I can get behind that. That's cool. That's cool. I can't even hardly remember what I was saying. Okay, so we have for 2026 happiness, the sea otter, and that came out. This card came out with the animal deck, I think, last time. Here we go again. I love it how this energy is just, the energy is what it is, right? It says, be the master of playful living, release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is assured. So yeah, also I think that there's going to be a lot of power couples coming together, or power communities coming together for 2026, and I know I brought that up before as well. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen a lot more. Look at, even these sea otters are resting, like they're just floating on the water, they're just going with the flow. And then what will happen is all of a sudden you'll just go, I know what to do, and boom, 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 and it'll happen quick, and then you have all this space again to rest again. It's like, I think that's how it's going to work for you in 2026. Just going to be like, don't have to worry about anything. It's all going to sort itself out. And the less worry I have within myself, the more clarity I have, the more peace of mind I have. And then when you have that peace of mind, it's like these ideas come in and you just go, oh, I know what I'm doing. Boom, 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 boom. And you just go for it. Yeah. Okay. Did anyone want a free chat bar reading? I'm not sure if it's a little bit behind, I think, the chat bar. Hi, Celtic. Good to see you. Yes, please, Wintama. Okay, So we will pack these ones up and I will do a reading for Tama. Sorry, just got to get these sorted. Tama. I might just choose the Pleiadian cards. Let's see what the Pleiadian cards have to say. Come on. Haven't done these ones for ages either. For Tama. A message for Tama, please. I feel like clearing my space while I'm doing your reading. So there might be like clear a space, and then it's like maybe that's something that they're asking you to do, even if you do it in a room or a corner on a room, like just clear something. It's like activates clearing parts of your mind or clearing a part of your brain that's, you know, not really, it's not really doing you any good for this next stage. And so, yeah, that's like the clearing. So just feel like doing a clearing or tidying up or something. And maybe just have that space held there, like a corner in the room, go, I'm not doing anything with it until I get clarity on what to do there, complete clarity. And then you're kind of exercising your brain as to know what that clarity feels like. So it could be stay clear all year, or even, you know, half a year or whatever. But even if it's just 1 week a day, when you're not coming from your head, when you're coming from a stillness within you, all of a sudden it'll be activated of, now I know exactly what to put there, and it's absolute. You'll feel an absolute. It's I think they want to train you how to do that. Something about you training your mind. Tama. And it's 2026. Okay, can we get a card for her? Here we go. The Amazon Queen. Battle. I am devoted warrior of the universe. That's the card that you got. Number 6, the Amazon Queen. So yeah, a real feeling like, and it's from Maya, the Pleiades star Maya. So I feel like with this card, it's almost like the Queen of Wands to me, like putting something into action or doing something for yourself, devoted warrior of the universe. But this is like a warrior of your own self. It's nothing to do with like having to be a warrior for everyone outside of you. Like, I'm going to make sure everything's together and blah, 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 and try to control anything outside of you. It's more of something to do with the warrior. You are the warrior of your own spark, of your own consciousness, of your own universe, of your own. And you're going to pull through this. Whatever this is, you're going to pull through it through 2026. It's going to change everything for you in the end. Okay, who else have we got that wants a reading? Oh, we've got a few here now. Yay. Zen Debbie. Do I want to use these cards? Do I want to use these cards? I'm going to use these cards. Zen Debbie. I'm changing the cards a lot too. I think that's another thing for 2026. Don't be afraid to change your mind, because the energies are shifting and in flux so much that we need to be able to have that freedom of changing our mind. You have the self-love card that's fallen for you, Zen Debbie. Care for your body, self-love and self-acceptance are the ultimate acts of self-care. And they're saying the ultimate, and it's also the ultimate acts for humanity as well. You know, when we're all in our heads of how we want to be presented to humanity, and they're saying if you stop with that and just be with yourself, it's like lighting a candle for you. Lighting, like doing something for you is actually what you are seeking by trying to do things for others outside of you. You don't realize that how much you shifting within you affects everything around you, and that's what they want you to come into a realization in 2026. So a lot more, it's nothing to do with doing it for the world or whatever. Everything is to do with doing it for you. The self-love is for the rest of the world as well. Okay. Who else have I got? Paula. Hang on, just let me get some water. So good to be here on New Year's Day. Yay. with all of you guys. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you've gifted me throughout the year. I really, really, really appreciate it. Such a lovely feeling, a lovely family. Oh, there we go. Paula, action. So we've got another action card for you. So you might be inspired in 2026 to actually put something into action here. Like, I am ready now. I get it, and I'm doing it, and I'm just putting it into action. Ideas, like literally grounding them in a physical way. So you know what you're doing. You're going there, even if it's taking a trip somewhere or whatever. Like, I know the action to do now. And look, it's on the bottom of the deck. Take a risk. You have the power within you to move mountains. Yeah, so risk taking and taking action and risk taking. Literally jumping off the proverbial cliff. Okay, who else have we got? We have Yannicka. I don't know. Are you building something for yourself? I think there's something. Achievement. Look, yeah. As I was shuffling, I was feeling this feeling of you achieving something, you building something for yourself, you doing something for you. It's like, this is my baby. This is my thing. This is my idea. This was my thing. It's something to do with you, activating something in you that's like totally different. Yay, I'm doing this. This is my idea. I'm not going to wait for somebody else to do it first. I'm going to do it. And there's going to be an achievement because of that through 2026. For you, Yannicka. Okay, Celtic. Take a walk. Let beauty of nature feed your soul. So yeah, definitely for you to go more out into nature. There's going to be new understandings coming when you start to tune into nature more. A slowing down of everything to reconnect. And when you reconnect with nature, you're going to reconnect with your past lives. There's a connection there that you're going to make with nature, with your past lives in 2026. So go for plenty of walks and stuff like that. If you ever feel like you're a little cooped up or you're going to too many shops or something, just even if you find a patch of grass outside and you just put your feet in the moss or something like that is needed. Yeah. Okay, and now we have, who else was there? Blah, 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 blah. Did I do Jeannie? I don't think I did. Jeannie, and then we got Sky. Wade, your reading today, we're spot on. Volcano Dream, Catch Your Brain Waves, wonderful show, yay. I don't know if you're still there, Wade, if you want a reading as well. What am I up to, Jeannie? I think he said that I actually gave him a reading for the first time last time. I'm like, really? I thought I've given you a reading before, but I always follow whoever's saying yes, and I don't know why I keep missing his yes. So sorry about that, because he's supported me heaps. Genie. Genie. 2026. Please. A card for Genie, please. Genie. Okay, we've got one that fell out. Release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Because in 2026, you've got lots of new opportunities coming your way. Look at that. With the beautiful star. And look how balanced she is. And then because she's so balanced, she lights this beautiful star in the middle. Yeah, and they're talking about light. I'm probably going to have to do another channel message about light, because light isn't the end. Like we see light as the end of this reality, but it goes beyond light. Yeah, and it'll be a really interesting channeling to go into that beyond light, into all these different waves and frequencies beyond the light. What is beyond the light is a whole new world. Yay. I think that, don't know why that's coming up for you as well, but something to do with you activating yourself. Maybe you're one that activates. Okay, so now we have sky. Sky, you have released your grow even more to the ones that you really, really feel pulled to. Yeah, you're going to connect. Oh, no. That's so funny. Just as I'm talking about connection, I have unstable connection, and I probably froze there for a bit again. Connection. Anyway, interesting. It's a new connection, though. It's an inner connection. Here we go. Yeah, Jeannie. I think I'm back again. It's like, yeah, I know, Jeannie. It's like spirit is saying stop every time. I know I get to a certain amount of time and then they just go stop. And it's like cut. I don't know. Anyways, I will say goodbye here because, you know, I don't want to crap out and then leave you at a cliffhanger like I did last time. So, guys, thank you so much for being part of this New Year's celebration. Yay, 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 yay. And until next time, bye.